The World, the Tarot World Card, Part 2. When you see this card in a reading, you do what you do with all the other cards. The first thing you got to bring to mind is the astronomy of the card. And in this case, this card is related and linked to the principle of Saturn. And now you have to interpret that astronomy into an astrology by understanding what this planet, so-called, means to the mind. The planet is in the elemental, and these things are secondary. The planet exists because there is a condition beneath this surface of the planet, just as there is a condition beneath the surface of you and your quadrant. You have a body, it's made of dust, but in it is your mind/soul. Why wouldn't a planet be similar? In other words, it has a body, it's dirt, it's dust, just like you, but beneath its surface is the spiritual, the mental. Beneath the elemental is the mental. That's why the word mental is in the word elemental. But for now, there are two translations that must occur before you begin an interpretation of any tarot card. First interpretation, when you see the card, use your charts. Go back, if you have the charts, you should have the charts. Find out, memorize, look at the systems, you'll get it. It's easy after a while, it becomes a first language. What is the astronomy of the card? That's how you begin to get the interpretation. But first it's the astronomy. In this case, it's Saturn. Now you have to get the astrology. In other words, what does Saturn mean to the mind? The mental, the astrology of the card. The astronomy of the card is simply the planet or star or constellation itself in the physical elemental realm of reality. The astrology is not the astronomy. The astrology is the translation of that physical object from just being a physical object to how it influences or even how it is present and active and part of the mechanics of your mind. To the ancients, astrology is psychology. And they could see a connection between the mental processes and the productions of their manifested into reality actions. They saw a connection between their mental procedures and the way things worked outside of the mind in the elemental. When this card shows up in a reading, it means that time is at hand. Time is the influence here. Time in the sense of matter as well. Time and matter are the same thing. We'll talk about that some other day. But both are limited. Matter is limited. You don't have everything. You have something, but not everything when you're dealing with matter. And when you're dealing with time, you're not dealing with eternal time, you're dealing with cycles of time. And when the world card shows up in a reading, the main interpretation, beyond the fact that the mother there, the maiden on the world card, is the mother of the fool, the mother of the soul, and the soul, the young adolescent soul, has been sent away from mother through the veil, symbolized by the wreath, and out into the world. You as a soul left the spiritual realm after being weaned by the mother, the great mother, our beloved mother. Oh, man. And she sent you away into the hands of Father Time, out into the world, so that you might be nourished by something other than her milk, that you might learn how to live on your own and not on her breast. This is the truth. The ancients figured it out. But in the elemental realm of things, when the Saturn card, the world card shows up, I tell my client, you're under the restriction of time and matter, limitations. You don't have all the money you need, you don't have all the time you need, or all these types of things you could talk about. But there's an opportunity to gain the goal if they understand the four principles symbolized by the four objects, one in each corner of the world card. This is an incredible, incredible lesson there. There's four suits in a deck of cards, and there's four objects in the world card, one in each corner. Fire, water, air, earth. Wands, cups, swords, and pentacles. Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus. You should start to understand what all this means because you've been coming through the classes. But in a reading, if it comes in and someone says, "Hey, Hobo, should I get this job?" and we get the world card upright, I'll say, "Yeah, you should, but there's time and limitation that must be considered here. Don't hurry into it, or maybe you should hurry. Maybe time is an issue. Limitations are an issue. You want to get the job, but there's things in the way. Clear them out of the way and get going." If the card shows up in reversal, I would say no, there's too much of restriction for a reason. Just time is not on your side on this one. No matter how you would do it, it would be difficult and you'd never get it in the end. Time in reversal or Saturn in reversal is just a flat out block and you're not getting past it. The world card upright is restriction in time must be honored and met. The four rules have to be met. We have to answer time. We have to do it through a four-phase system of consciousness, the four suits, the four laws, the four martial laws of life, fire, water, air, earth, or idea, feeling, thought, and reality. You see, the way to manifest things into your reality is to understand the dynamics of the mind, and you should tell your client this. This is why you're going to be the big readers in life, and everybody else is talking about what ghosts are speaking, and you're teaching this client of yours how to learn how to talk to themselves. But limitation, restriction, being held back, when the card is upright, it could be overcome if the person would work through the four-phase system that we talk about here of bringing about a manifested reality. Card is reversal, I would just flat out advise them it's not going to happen. It's beyond a restriction. It's a block. You're being blocked. Time will not allow it. So the card, in a sense, the world card, in a sense, has a couple of big secrets hiding in it. One, the mother of the fool and all what that means, being sent away from the spiritual realm into the physical realm, being sent outside of the wreath, which indicates the veil between the physical and the spiritual, and being quartered. You yourself, by entering into the world, reality, you're no longer whole here. You're complete, but you're sort of divided. You're quartered. You're in quarters. And we talk about this on the Ace of Cups card and how this is why there are four suits. Here in this realm, in the world, away from the mother, which is whole. That's why the mother's in a circle, in a wreath. That means whole, complete, and total spiritual. But we're here in the quartering, which is symbolized by the four objects in the corner of the card, and so corners of the card. And so that's a big statement to make to a querent, to someone you're reading for, that you're here in the quartering, and you're quartered so that you would come, like you came here and you're sort of in parts, and you got to put the pieces back together. You got all you need, but it'll take education, knowledge, and information such as you have here to understand how to begin this repairing of your dispaired self. You were birthed here blind and therefore dispaired by design, so that you might, through experience and growth and all of the things that you'll experience, bring yourself back together, get yourself together. And this is done through mindful, willful intention based on experience, where thought consciousness begins to see what's up and goes for it and becomes whole. The World card, the great mother, and time itself.